Okay, we're back with our Jubilee version of a E6 is called, apparently. Popular in Canada and the northern states as a fast passenger. It's a 444, so we only have the drivers on it right now. We're going to have a two-wheel truck in the front and a two-wheel trailing truck in the back when we get it built out. We have smoke, but I don't have a stack in it, so it's just not quite showing up. What I was showing you was the low speed. We're between 10, we're about 10 and 15 on the scale of the transformer, and that's producing about a little over 6, 7, 8 volts, something like that. But we're rotating with linkage and a body, but we're not pulling anything. We're just sitting here. We have some heat going into the smoke, which is taking some power, but we're still producing enough to move the train. And this has a DC magnetic field, and it also has a unique armature we'll talk to another time. As we start speeding up, and now we're looking at 25 on the control for the panel of the, what am I using, a 4B. A 4B is 100 watts. So there's 100 watts. If I open this hole up, I think I can get a tube down there and that'll be coming up straight, but it's pretty smoky. It's just not coming out. Okay, so there's 30, there's 40, no, that's 30, there's 40, at 40 we're picking up speed. There's right at halfway 50 on the controller, 50, 60. Let's go back to 50 and I'll measure the voltage at the track. So that's 10.75 volts at 50%. So 50% is just under 11 volts. It's 60, 70, there's 80, there's 90, full speed, 90 or something over 90, and that should be 16.10, 16.1 volts AC coming in. Now, I don't know if I can get you the DC coming out, but I can try. I'm trying to get it. Not very coordinated today. Nope, I can't do it with one hand. I'm not that good. Doggone it. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. I have to put it down. So the best measurement I can get is 16 volts from the transformer and 13 volts DC coming out, which is a little sad, but this shows you what this unit has done, and it is a workhorse. I use it, I abuse it, it's really put up with me. So this is 13 volts, which shows nothing, right? I've got the volt regulator for the smoke at 9 volts, which may be a little high right now, so we could cut that down if we had to. And we still get good smoke at slower speeds. You can see it's still got some smoke. So I'm going to tidy up my wiring. I did some jumpers here just to make sure I had a good solid tender. This tender is using the Flyer pickups, 2 wheels on each side. It's a little warm, but it's not super hot. And I'm going to complete this wiring, make it a little more sophisticated, and I'm going to try to hook up a trailing truck device that will allow us to pull this in a conventional manner. And then I'll open this up so we can get a little more smoke coming out, more realistic. And then we're going to put it on the track and see, oh no, I got to do traction tires. Yep. I'll see what I can do about that. I may have some rubber, but that's going to have to be fit. Otherwise, I'm going to have to change chassis, which is a bigger job. Changing wheels is real tough. I don't like to do that. I don't have to, but I do have traction tires on a chassis right here that I could swap in, and that would give us traction tires. Yeah, I think. Traction tires on both ends. Yep, they're rubber. And we can go from there. Or here's another one. Oh, I know I was going to use this one for traction tires, but it has a jimmied up. I modified this gear for some reason, and it's no good. Okay, I'll get back to you. But smoking, level 1, we call it, digital reverse. This is like the 0103 Lionel reverse, AC to DC converter, and I'm using a buckboard tuned to 9 volts to run the Flyer smoke. So this would be like the lowest level you would get. You would get the DC fields, digital reverse, AC to DC, and a power regulator for the Flyer smoke. And then you would get a lower and upper frame rail. This is the complete frame rail. We've cut it in half now. But this is what you use to adapt any body to our American Flyer frames. This one is built for the 2-wheel. And when we go to the 3-wheel, it's going to be different. Okay, we're going to change it, make it different. So you'll have to see that. And then the 4-wheel is different yet. And we also have some distance moves that we do for the 2-wheel versus 4-wheel trailing truck. And that gets a little shorter. So we're coming up with a plan, coming up with a good, solid design that everybody can read and work to. And on engines, there's something that we refer to, or I do, as a waistline. And it's this surface right here is what we call the top plate of the rail frame. So it's a flat plate that goes all the way back. It cuts in a little bit here, but it goes all the way back. And we'll use that dimension to hang our frame rail assembly under that plate. So we'll find that dimension. We'll stick this in there. And so when you have a new body, this is where you attach the body to the upper half of this frame, and then the lower half of that gets attached to the chassis itself. I'll show you in a lot more detail later on, but at any rate, it simplifies the idea and the capability of being able to mix and match bodies and take bodies that you want. Like we saw this. I had this, someone gave me this idea. I didn't know what it was. I looked it up. I thought it was cool. I found some examples. I found one in HO. I imported it, mesh, converted it, added the frame rails, added the adapters, put it on a chassis. I mean, in 3 days, we had this thing on a chassis. So that's how quickly you can adapt new bodies when you use this frame rail concept to make that adapter function. Okay, I'll get back to work later.